Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Cobras and the Lightning. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Chief Mendez, a Maine native, gets the starting assignment here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard soft, you can go in and out, and anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Talk about being caught off guard. You won't see that but once a year. First pitch of the game, and he bunts for a knock, and now they have to deal with him on the base pass.
In now, Greg English. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. First delivery to him on the way. And this one gets away. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in standing. Lacy gets his lead at first, nobody out. And there he goes towards second. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
And the runner back in standing. Into the box, Paul Taylor, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And another throw over. Keeping particularly close tabs on him. Runners are at first and third with none out. Swung on in the dirt, and that's a strikeout. Throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Kevin Landry. As you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. This is popped up. Easel has a play. 2 gone. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Jonathan Adkins stands in as he looks at ball one here. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Adkins brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. On the season, Adkins is carrying a slugging percentage under 350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. From the stretch, the 1-2 line towards center field. And that's in there, base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good team.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Cobras are out in front here, 2-0. Don, the man, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at it is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball. Standing in, Wesley Ray has yet to get into the hit column in the series, 0 for 7. In there for strike 1, 0-1. The man has hurled more than 1,700 innings in the majors during his career, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. And quickly there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Mo Cole. Power a big part of his game as he enters this contest, number 5 in the National League home run race. 0-1 the count. And now pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in control, 0-2.
Hey, this is an amazing inning right here. Attacking the zone, keeping his defense invested. Chance to get off the field super quick.
And this one bounds around against the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you could see that he was thinking, too, right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
First pitch of the at-bat. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and he nails him at third. Great throw. Second inning set to go. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Buford Christian. First pitch on its way. Late square, and this is popped up. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Batting it, the right fielder, DJ.
At the plate, C.J. Dunn, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
And you can see why this team is in first place in the division. A solid ball club with good hitting and good pitching, and it's always key when you're playing interdivision squads.
Now a swing and a little tapper to the left of the mound. And there's one down now.
Batting ninth.
Okay, here's the defense for the home team. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
So now to the plate, Don the man, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The Lightning do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left in the way they're playing right now. This game's far from over.
Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2. One out and a runner on second base. And he fouls this one off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Lacey has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
In now, Greg English. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Mississippi leads it 3-0. Royce Phillips is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Here it comes. Hit down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
Into the box now, Jason Easel. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the right fielder. And just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Man, if bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there, and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
To the plate now, Bo Sanders. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Just missing here, 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The 2-0 on the way.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 fouled away. The 2-2 one more time is laid off and the count runs full.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carried. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Fouled off. Once again, a 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Connie Pratt. Swing and a liner. And this ought to plate a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. And this will find the wall deep in the corner.
When this one left the bat, the pitcher was hoping and praying it would go foul, and I thought it might, but it ends up falling just inches inside the line, going for a double and driving in 2.
At the plate, Timmy Hinson, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Hinson hails from the prairie state of Illinois. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him. The 0-1 delivery.
Man, a pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Still only 1 out in the inning. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. 2-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
Now the Payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Lifted down the line in left. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting ninth, the pitcher,
Striding in, Chief Mendez, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch on its way. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Now a curveball's in there. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The set and the 1-2.
Next up, 2-2.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 2-2. Here it is. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit, and the tying run is in to score from third.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
At the plate now, Seth Roberts, as he puts it on the ground to third. Reined in. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. All set for the start of the inning, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Paul Taylor. Here's the first pitch to him. Slurve in there, strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Taylor, originally from Mississippi. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And that's taken for a called strike 2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. another 2-2 offering.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Landry. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled away. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Adkins. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Wesley Ray. First offering on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And this is fouled at the plate. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And it's quickly 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
Into the box now, Royce Phillips. He swings and lines it to left. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The batter, the catcher, Jason Eagle.
Stepping in, Jason Heasel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once in AB, maybe once in...
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Brad Benton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the pitch. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Buford Christian. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Popped up. Roberts is there, 1 away.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Now at the plate, C.J. Dunn. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Easel is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Next to hit will be the pitcher. Don, the man, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. He's right there, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Bo Sanders. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. This is line to left. Christian is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 9, Timmy.
Riding in once again, Timmy Hinson. Here's the first pitch to him. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Runs up and gets this one down. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And stepping up is the shortstop, Mark Lacey. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike 1. And oh, that gets him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. Wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. To the plate now, Greg English, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Lacey isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, that was a fun play to watch unfold, and as Show Track tells us, the runner's speed really made all the difference to no one's surprise. He was on his horse from the time the bat hit the ball, so a great job of hustling all the way home and beating the throw.
So coming to the plate, Paul Taylor. And he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Digging in, Kevin Landry. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. That one catches the edge of the zone, called the strike. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is,
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no doubt home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's now 6-3.
that's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one.
The center fielder, number 32.
This one's flared off to the right side. Right fielder coming on. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Number 9.
Ready once again, Brad Benton. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. 3 runs already home here. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. Mississippi is on top 6-3. Andrew Milton will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Andrew Milton.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Left side, but well fouled. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And there's 1 away.
The batter, number 4. Second baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Seth Roberts. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. But that'll be off the right field wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it had the distance to get out of here, but it goes over the fielder's head and skips away in the bottom of the wall, allowing him to cruise into third.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
At the plate, Wesley Rain. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And the tag gets him. But 1 run is in to score on the play.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
High in the air out to center field. Atkins will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. And Ronaldo Rodriguez is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Buford Christian. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Rain has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, C.J. Dunn. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First offering on its way. Now the pitch. Hit out towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hey now. Into the box now. Don the man. Here's the first pitch to him. And he popped him up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
And he pops it up in there, a base hit. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Hey, guys, you know what's funny about this? That's why we're in the booth. And that manager's down there. I would have pinch hit for him right there. I would have thought that's a perfect opportunity to get someone else to the plate. He's stuck with this guy, and not only did it pay off, but he did a beautiful base hit.
In now, Mark Lacey. Swing and a liner, but foul. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. The relay. Now he's safe at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
At the plate now, Greg English hit the other way out toward right field. Phillips will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. And leading off the inning, Royce Phillips. And they'll need him to get something going here. No balls and 1 strike. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in the game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
So we got him swinging. Jason Diesel is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down. Throw comes into third now, so they're at the corners here with only 1 out.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. On a line, that's a base hit. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily. Jeff Kessler is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season. Into the box now, Timmy Hinson, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike. First and second now, 1 man out. And a knuckle curve missed that time, 2-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
And he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Jeez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
No balls and a strike to count. To short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Javier Rosa is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Paul Taylor is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Pitch on the way. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs a bear down right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Kevin Landry will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 1-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 1-0 delivery. He's running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2. Rosa is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty B, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. He keeps his walks per 9 innings are really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
32. Jonathan.
So digging in now, Jonathan Adkins. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
That's inside. 2-0.
Great situation to be up at the plate right now. But if you're on the mound, there is absolutely no reason to give in to him. Stay on the outer quadrants of the plate and don't get beat in the middle.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Stepping in, Brad Benton. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. He's set. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Here it comes. Chopped on the ground over to first. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they scratch across a run on no hits, no errors, and no one left on. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Cobras on top 8-5. Leading off the inning, Seth Roberts, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now here's the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
So now to the plate, Wesley Ray, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Center fielder coming on. He's there and records the first out.
The third baseman, number 5.
So striding forward now, Mo Cole. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. The 1-0.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Swing and a liner. Foul.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
I like what he was trying to do there with the two-seam fastball, but that's a tough pitch to command. When you throw a glove side like that, it's really tough to get it to come back to the corner.
Here comes the first pitch. Royce Phillips comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Fouled off. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. Plate, Jason Hazel. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Count even now at 1-1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Outside and a full count, 3-2. Oh, fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Denver, Lincoln has been summoned from the bullpen. As he'll do so to start the 8th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Buford Christian is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Swing and a line drive. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Standing in now, C.J. Dunn. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. The Lightning entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late-game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark, they're not out of this one yet.
The 1-1 rolled slowly down the third baseline. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Edwin Miles will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. Tries to bunt his way on here, but this is a foul ball. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
And he is out, trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here. At the plate, Mark Lacey. He'll run up to bunt here, but misses for strike 1. And he's got a shot at history. Needs to send one over the wall to complete the cycle. High in the air out to center field. Hinson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left. David Harris is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Here comes the first pitch.
Leading off for
Harris has thrown a little over 50 innings, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. And there's your first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Connie Rock. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard-hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid.
Stepping in now, Timmy Hinson. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. But the throw is offline, and he's in there with 2 bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double. Ryan Hinkle will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 6 home runs and 22 RBIs. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it third with 2 away now. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Seth Roberts. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder on the run. Long run, but he gets there to track this one down, and a very nicely recorded out number. Roger Schiff enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready for another shot now, Greg English.
The second baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Pitcher's got options here. He looked a little bit out front. Might be able to rush a fastball by him.
Grounded to short. Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The third baseman.
Stepping up now, Paul Taylor. He's set, and the pitch. Bouncer to the left side. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The catcher, number 8.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Landry. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here comes the first pitch. Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that is off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, when you're hitting the ball as well as he is, every time you swing the bat, you're thinking the ball's leaving the ballpark. He had a home run last time, and he almost had another one here. Nothing wrong with a double off the wall, though.
In now, Jonathan Adkins, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And digging in is the outfielder, Wesley Ray. 0-1 the count. Good arm action on the circle change. Swung on and missed. 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Adkins is there, and he has it for the first out. Stepping into the box, Mo Cole. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Swinging a ground ball to third. Bases are empty, one man out. And another foul ball. Again, another foul ball. Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Around second now and headed for third. And he'll get in there safely.
Wow, you think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his third extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
At the plate now, Royce Phillips. As he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball one. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. A man at third with 1 away. Popped him up. Landry is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Standing in, Jason Diesel. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. That just misses off the inside for ball one. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Into the box, Bo Sanders, 1-0 the count. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Oh, he couldn't make the play. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw on to first is in time to get him, and the Cobras will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. 9-7, the final score in this ball game. Mississippi used a nice 5th inning to take the